Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Ride 3 here on this channel. Now we're going to jump straight into another tour and we're going to take on the Tripmaster 4-cylinder naked bikes Europe versus Japan. Now we're only going to do a couple of races in this tour. I'm going to try and mix it up so it doesn't get too repetitive doing loads of races on the same bike. So the first race is in Finland, but first up we need to buy a bike. We're not going to use any of the bikes in our garage and we've only got one anyway, so let's see what is available. Oh, the Aprilia, awesome bike, BMW. There's a few Hondas. There's a few locked bikes, Suzuki, Yamaha. Yeah, there's quite a lot of decent bikes available. Oh, I like the look of that Kawasaki Z1000, and it's got race mod as well. If I'm going to buy a bike with a race mod, I'm definitely going to do the race mod as well and do another video testing that out. But it's between, the TUONO V4 Factory, that is a big favourite of mine, and the Kawasaki. Which one should I go for? Oh, I don't know. I think I might go with the Aprilia. I've got a little bit of a soft spot for the Aprilia because I've had one. I've had the RSV Milli and I absolutely loved it. So I'm going to go with this. And like I said, this has got a race modification. I might do another video testing out the race mod as well, as I've got the credits. But this is the bike we're going to race in 2 races from this tour. Hopefully I'll pick the best one, but we're going to find out. That Finland circuit is an absolute nightmare. Hopefully it's in decent weather. I think it was. Right, let's get straight into the race. Oh, this is going to be insane. Right, so we've upgraded the bike ready for the first race. Now, we can only take it up to 700 performance points, but it does go to 723, I think, fully maxed out. But this is the machine we're going to be using for 2 races. And like I said, I'm going to race mod this in another episode. So let's get straight into the first race. Right, so here we go with our first experience on the Aprilia TUONO V4 Factory around this Finland circuit. Let's see if we can get a good start. Now this circuit is very, very challenging. Hopefully I don't muck this race up because last time I was on the circuit I really, really struggled. So let's see if we can get a good start into this first turn. And that wasn't too bad. Went on the outside, managed to avoid a lot of the bikes there, so that was a good move. Now this has got a difficult chicane coming up. Oh, bit of contact there, don't come off. Oh, we were lucky there. Now we didn't manage to upgrade the bike fully on the brakes and the discs because obviously the PP level was only 700 and this one went slightly over. So hopefully we've balanced out the bike okay. We've managed just to overtake. This bike definitely has decent acceleration. It might have a decent top end up to almost 170 miles an hour. So yes, it has a decent top end. Right, slow it down into this difficult section. Oh, it went into there nicely. That was good. So we managed to hold P4. And now there's another difficult section here. Oh, slowed down a little bit early there, but that might not be a bad thing. Try and stay up the grass. And caught the back end of that bike there. Don't come off. And turned in nicely there. Now I'm just trying to remember this circuit. Like I said, I haven't done many races around here. It'll take at least a lap just to remember it. Well, this is quite a tight turn. Let's try and just feather the brakes around the corner. And this is a difficult section here. And that bike just bobbed off the curb there. How the hell did he stay on? I've got no idea, but he got away with that one. Right, let's see if we can catch up. Let's try and take advantage of his mistake. This is a really tight road, a bit of contact there again, and we've managed to get past him into P3, but we're going to have to apply the brakes in a minute. Up to second. Got a little bit of a nudge from behind, and that's just sent us into that corner a little bit tight, but we managed just to squeeze it round there, and we're sitting in second place. Let's see if we can chase down the leader. That difficult chicane's coming up. We're going in there side by side. We just managed to force him onto the grass there. Managed to stay on the bike, and I'm getting pushed out the way into the corners. I've got to be so careful, and that bike made a mistake. So I'm seeing the AI making a lot of errors on this circuit, but that's a good thing because you can take advantage of it. Yes, we definitely have superior acceleration. There you go, and we've managed to overtake, but we've got to slow it down for this section. And is he going to come back round? Can we get through there? Oh, we managed to go through there quite nicely. And can we pull away from the bike behind? get a win in this first race, that would be awesome. Right, slow it down, don't muck it up. And again, nicely through there. And this difficult corner. Slow it down and accelerate. Oh, that was nicely done. And we just pulled away a little bit. And it's looking good. Let's see if we can slow it down into this turn. Feeling a little bit unsure. But this is on the default setup. I haven't altered anything. So it takes a while to get used to the bike. It definitely could do with a few tweaks here and there. Not a lot. And we've managed to get through there okay, but this bike is not going away, so it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a battle going into the final lap. So let's see if we can just pull away, because I don't want a bike coming in the inside into this slow turn coming up. Right, final lap. We've got about half a second lead, slow it down. It's not mucking up through here. And again, we've just overrun the corner. We definitely need the better brakes. Yeah, the brakes aren't bad, but they could be better. Let's slow down into the chicane. Oh my god, he absolutely flew into that section there. How the hell he didn't manage? And we've just gone into the grass and overtaken him. And I was just about to say I'm not having any of that, and we've managed to get back past. But it looks like he's going to push me into the corners. So let's just try and get away again. If he does that into this turn, he will literally take me off. I guarantee you that. Right, just managed to put away. Right, slow it down, and let's be careful into that section. No, we've managed to get in there okay, and we're still managing to maintain that gap. But this one is a little bit harder. This is a much tighter turn. You've got to be so careful. And again, be careful. Oh, just felt the back end of the bike bob up a little bit there, but got away with that. And accelerates, and we're just managing to hold that. I think there's about a second. Yeah, just over a second lead. Oh no, just under. Into that turn. And this is coming up to this section. Let's see if we can go through a little bit quicker. Nicely turned in. Slow it down. Yes, it looks like we're going to take a win, but he is actually caught up with me. He's right behind. Is he going to try and beat me to the line? Hopefully he won't have the pace. I don't think he has. No, we're going to take the win. So that's our first win on the Aprilia TUONO V4 factory. And I'll tell you what, that bike was actually well suited for that circuit. It turns in nicely. And yeah, I didn't have too much trouble controlling it. Definitely needs better brakes, but like I said, it's not fully upgraded on that side of it, so that definitely would improve that. So we got the fastest lap as well. Right, so let's move on to the second race in this episode, and let's do something totally different. So let's get straight into it. So here we go. Right guys, next we're taking on Brands Hatch circuit, but in the rain. What's this bike going to be like in the wet conditions? Right, so here we go with a race around Brands Hatch in the wet on the Aprilia. Let's see if we can get a decent start. Now this bike does possess a lot more power, so we're going to have to be really careful around some of the corners that we don't slide out. And that's not too bad. We managed to get away really nicely there. Down Paddock Hill Bend. Get nicely turned in. Oh, this bike feels so good on the default setup. Turns in nicely. Right, be careful on the brakes. Keep it steady and accelerates. Nicely done, and again turn it in, keep it steady and accelerate. Oh, that's brilliant. Now we know that the AI in these races, they normally start pretty slow on the first lap in the wet, and then they come back at a greater pace. So let's see if we can just get a bit of a lead, and hopefully we should be okay. Right, slow it down into this turn. Let's see what it's like. Be careful on the brakes. Again, nicely done. Now these corners are going to be tough. Just try and get nice and tight in. Don't go off the circuit. That was a bit risky, and there's loads of puddles on the circuit, so we're going to have to be careful. And again, just try not to brake too hard, and we're managing to hold the lead. And again, that was not too bad, and accelerate, and they've all caught up. And I said this would happen. Let's just try and keep it nice and tight around this corner and accelerate. We definitely have better acceleration, so we should be able to accelerate away. Yes, we are. There you go, over the finish line, and that's try and just pull a bit more of a lead down Paddock Hill again and accelerate. It does feel really responsive, and I'm getting a lot of feedback from this bike as well, and I'm just managing just to hold those corners, not giving it too much, and I don't want to lose the rear end. And again, onto the curb there, nicely does it, and we've managed to just extend our lead a little bit, and just slowly open the throttle up the hill, and open the throttle and try and get up to a decent speed. And we should be able to hit at least 160 down this section and into the turn, and we have got over a second lead, and it's been quite a comfortable race so far. I'm really surprised at this. Normally on the hardest level, the AI in the wet have been quite a challenge. Ooh, just caught the grass there, be careful. Let's not muck this up, and we've allowed him to catch up again. So as soon as you make a mistake, they're right on you, and it looks like we might have a challenge on the final lap. But let's see if we can just extend that lead again on the straights, hold it into that turn and accelerates, and nicely does it again over the finish line into the final lap. Right, just need to not make any mistakes. This section, I must admit, the road looks pretty good in the wet on this game. They have done really well with the dynamic weather, I must admit. They definitely need to fix a few things. There is a few bugs here and there. We all know, you've seen in my videos there's been a few bugs, but overall I am really enjoying this game. And just hold it. Nicely does it, and you will see loads of live streams over Christmas, especially on this game and loads of other games. I've left a post on the channel and on the community posts of the games I'm probably going to live stream, so if you want to join me on any of those games, just friends request me, okay? Right, ooh, just the back just kicked out there, just trying to keep it steady. A little bit comfortable here, and that's why I'm starting to chit chat and talk about other things. But let's not throw this race away. Come on, we've managed to extend it to over a second again, and we're coming to the final bend. So let's just try and change the camera view, see what it's like in this view. And last corner, and that was a comfortable race. I don't know whether that's because it's my local circuit and I know this circuit really well, or we just picked an awesome bike. But like I said, guys, I want to do the other version of this bike, so we're going to just take a look at that, and like I said, I will do a video showing the race modification of this bike, and I think that will be really interesting to see how that handles. So let's take a look at it right now.
Before we collide, and when the sun don't shine on you, just heat it up before we collide.
Right, so let's have a look at the difference in stats of the two bikes, and I have maxed out the bike that I've used in today's episode, so it's up to 723. So this is the difference in stats, and there is quite a bit, guys, so I'm expecting this one to be absolutely amazing. Now if you want to see that video, stay tuned, because that is coming next. I'm going to really push that bike to the max. I might even do a setup on it. So thanks for watching today. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I will see you very soon.